to another Lotus Lady video. I am Camille Johnson, the Lotus Lady. I am here to talk about some tips and tricks that you may need to start your very own business if you are wanting to start out. These are some tips that I wish I would have known when I started my first company a couple of years ago. If you like what you see, we would appreciate a thumbs up. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and the links are in the description below. First of all, I guess my first tip for you today is to get familiar with social media. So I'm going to tell you this right now. I am closer to 50 than I am to 30. When I started out a couple of years ago, I didn't know or frankly care about social media. That was something that my little Lotus ladies were into, and I just worked my off to pay the bills. I was an account manager in corporate America and worked all day, every day. I dreamed and dreamed and dreamed of having my own business. I wanted to do design. I wanted to help women improve themselves. But the very last thing that I thought about was how to get people to like a Facebook post, how to put up an Instagram story, or what to say at a beginning of a freaking YouTube video. So, in saying that, my first tip is forget watching YouTube videos like what I did on how to start an Instagram business page or how to make organic YouTube followers. Tip number one, go find a young person between the ages of 12 and I would say 16, and all you have to do is literally hand them your phone or a computer. Either is fine, it's crazy. And simply tell them, can you help me get my business page started and get some likes? That's it. I watched a ton of videos. I thought that my kids were doing like what I did at their age, like talk to my friends about like makeup and crap. I would hear about this James Charles guy. I would see videos that they showed of him and I was like, okay, whatever. I'm very close with my daughters. You guys obviously will see that. I let Kendall loose on my social media. She took it over and just boom, she helped me. She took my vision and my ideas and just blossomed everything. So that is tip number one. Find a young person. Skip all the YouTube videos because young people today, they are all the help you need. Tip number two. This sounds kind of cliche, but just gonna say it, go for it. Like, I tell my husband, love of my life, Marcus, oh my God, I wish we would have started this like 10 years earlier because I was so scared for so long. I was so scared to like stop getting the paycheck. You know, I counted on that like weekly paycheck, and that is a handcuff. That is a handcuff to keep you locked down for whatever you're doing. I don't care if you're a waitress. I don't care if you're a dental hygienist. I don't care if you're a sales rep. That weekly paycheck is literally just your handcuff. And the health insurance, I needed that for my family. I wish I would have taken the leap and started my own business 10 years earlier because my goodness, how far I've come in 2 years. If I would have just done this 10 years before that, oh my God, like I would have been so much further. So take the leap. Like, for one thing, I'm going to be here, so I'm going to help you with whatever tips and tricks you need. But two, you can do it. Like, and that leads me to tip number three. You will fail. You'll fail. You're gonna mess up so many times. And the tip is, don't give up. Another cliche thing, no matter how much you research, no matter how much you prepare, I started a home improvement company doing renovations, and I was in the building supply industry. I have 15 years of account management experience, and my goodness, like I failed. And all that did was help me prepare to do it a little bit better the next time around. And again, it doesn't matter what you want to do to better yourself. And it doesn't even have to be a business. It can be, I want to go back to school to do something that nobody thinks I want to do. That may sound crazy and weird to people. It's tip number 4. If something keeps needling at your brain and it won't go away, there's a reason, and it's called your path. So that's your path. That's what you are meant to do. That's why you are here. So if you're a teacher and you keep on feeling like you want to write, and you want to, I want to write, and wherever I go, whatever I do, and maybe it's 6 months in between, but it's just, I need to write, or, I just get this feeling like I'm supposed to go into doing people's makeup, or becoming a lawyer. It doesn't matter. It's because that's your path, and that's your destiny, and you are supposed to be on that path to be the best version of you, to be a Lotus lady. So get on your path. Whatever you need to do to get on your path, get there. And as soon as you do, you will start to be happier. You will start to become freer. You will start to feel better. You will start to surround yourself with people who make you feel better. Tip number 5, when you start to get on that path, and that may be just taking those initial steps by even talking about, I'm thinking about a change in my life, you will find out really quick who are your supporters and who are the naysayers. And let me tell you something, Lotus ladies, and this is the truth. When you are down and out, you will have every person sending you texts, calling you, emailing you, coming over, and they will be patting you on the back and hugging you and telling you can do it, and it's all good, girl, and you got this, and oh my God, I'm here for you, and everything is great. But the very moment that you start getting yourself together, those same people will come up with excuse after excuse after excuse as to why it's maybe not such a great idea to do what you are doing. And that's just what I like to call the envy, jealousy, bitterness. That's just, they're wiping that all over you. And what my tip is, get it off. Just brush it off, move on. And yeah, at first for me, I felt like, should I be doing this? Oh my God, should I stay in my corporate America job? Like, should I really try to open up a renovation company? I've never done this before. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe that will take away time from my family. But now, because it still happens, it literally still happens to this day, I take it as a compliment. And I say to myself, wow, the hate is just spewing, so must be doing something right. And that just goes back to what I say. Lotus ladies act with grace, kindness, and humility. So when you get that bitterness and jealousy, that is their low self-esteem. And you treat them with kindness and pull them up. Make them a Lotus lady, because there's a reason why they're acting that way. Tip number 6. When you go to change what you are doing, and here's the thing, maybe you do have money, and bless you if you do. But for a lot of us out there, we don't have the money to start a business or start that change or go back to school. Like, I surely did not. And that held me back down for a long time. When I started my company, I still had my 9-to-5 job. Like, I still had to grind it out. When you make that decision, you need to have this mindset. And this is what, when I got this mindset, it helped me so much. Your 9-to-5 is to pay your bills. Your 6-to-10 is to build your empire. And every day you go to work and you get through your day, you do what you have to do, and when you get home, when everybody else is on Insta and on Facebook, you can come visit me for tips and strategies and for encouragement. But I stopped watching TV. Like, I stopped binge Netflixing, and I can't even tell you what shows are out. I used to love to keep up with the latest news. I never do anymore. I really could care less nowadays. But I still keep my 6 to 10, even though I don't have a day job anymore. I run 2 companies, so I kind of have to do that. But, and you know what? As you start to further your path, getting you closer to what you truly want to do, that 6 to 10 will be fulfilling. It's going to take time, like it doesn't happen overnight. And like I always say, when I started, I did not even have enough money to buy business cards, but I still went and I networked my off. I went to meetings, I met with the mayor, I met with homeowners, and they would ask me like, "Oh, you sound great, like this sounds great, like can I have your card?" And I would say, they're at the printer, so can I just give you my my V card, or my virtual information. I know that's like, my daughter's sitting here, she's laughing, but in business terms, that's your virtual card on your phone. So, okay, but you don't have to put that. But I would just give them my contact information off my phone. And I always say, like, business cards are freaking lame. And that, my friends, are my 6 tips to starting out your dream life. I hope that you got some value out of this. I certainly enjoy sharing with all of you. Please leave me some comments down below and share some of your suggestions. If you have any questions at all, I would be more than happy to help you. And I just think that the universe has blessed me so much, and I want to do what I can to bless others. So whatever I can do to assist, I want to. Have a great day, and are you ready for the Lotus Life?